is the General Overseas Service of All India Radio. Namaskar. The news snippets. Read by Maria Albina Michael. 700,087 people have recovered from COVID-19 in India. In the past 24 hours, 22,663 people recovered. Delhi and Mumbai and Chennai lead the country in recoveries. Each metro has more than 1 lakh recovered patients. 256,039 tests for COVID-19 were conducted in the last 24 hours. Tamil Nadu is conducting more than 48,000 tests per day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to the Chief Ministers of Assam and Bihar on the flood situation in the two states. He assured all support to both the states. 81 people have died due to the floods in Assam, according to Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal. The Prime Minister also spoke to the Chief Ministers of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand to assess the COVID-19 situation in these states. Prime Minister assured all help from the centre to these states. A 3-member centre team held discussions with officials of Bihar. The eastern has seen a surge in COVID-19 cases recently. Bihar is under complete lockdown till 31st July. The foundation-laying ceremony of the Sri Ram Temple of Ayodhya will be held on 5th August. The temple would have 5 domes, and the height of the temple is expected to be increased to 161 feet. It would be on the Vishnu temple design. 7 Indian pharma companies are in the fray for developing a vaccine against coronavirus. Human trials of 2 vaccine candidates have already begun in the country. King Salman of Saudi Arabia has been admitted to hospital for medical checkup after he complained of pain and inflammation. The European Union leaders are engaged in talks to negotiate a deal to roll out an economic package for the group. However, differences have cropped up between some members, leading to wrangling. The UAE has launched its Mars-bound Al-Amal Hope probe satellite mission on Sunday from Japan's Tanegashima Space Center. It is the Arab world's first interplanetary mission. It is expected to reach Mars by February 2021. And that is the end of the news snippets.
International Chess Day is a worldwide celebration for chess celebrated on July 20th every year. The success of chess in times of corona hasn't escaped the attention of the UN either. Throughout history, games and sports have helped humanity to survive times of crisis by reducing anxieties and improving mental health. While the COVID-19 outbreak has forced most gaming and sports activities to scale down, chess has demonstrated remarkable resilience, ability and a very strong convening power in time of pandemic, helping transcend national boundaries and bridge across the barriers of language, culture, gender, age, physical ability or other status.
Chess is everything, art, science and sport. 20th July is celebrated annually as International Chess Day worldwide. The foundation of FIDE, International Chess Federation, was laid on July 20, 1924. On the same day as the founding of FIDE, in 1966, International Chess Day came into existence. 181 federations of different countries are members of FIDE. Its headquarters is in Athens, Greece. Chess is a 2-player strategy board game played on a checkered board with 64 squares arranged in an 8x8 grid. It is a mental game and it can also end as quickly as 2 moves. It nourishes concentration and decision making and develops problem-solving skills. Chess is known as a game of kings, as earlier in the past it was just played by noble and kings. It is one of the oldest games in existence, originated around the 6th century AD from the Indian game Chaturanga during the Gupta Empire. The name Chaturanga is inspired by the 4 branches of the army: Chatur, 4 Anga divisions. The 4 divisions being infantry, chivalry, elephantry and chariotry, represented by the chess pieces pawn, knight, bishop and rook respectively. It started in the northern India, travelled to Persia and then spread throughout the Asian continent. The rules of chess changed several times until the 1880s, which is also called the Romantic era of chess. The first official World Chess Championship was hosted in 1886. Development in the 21st century include use of computers for analysis. Chess in India is growing at great pace. FIDE, the International Chess Federation, lists 65 Indian grandmasters, 10 women grandmasters and 123 international masters. Chess gained popularity in India in last few decades and the major credit goes to Grandmaster and former world champion Vishwanath Anand. He holds the world number 15 position with rating of 2753 and Harika Dronavli holds the female world number 2 position with rating of 2553 in the FIDE World Rankings of top Indian male and female chess players as of May 2020. Vishwanath Anand became a grandmaster in 1987 and 33 years later, Ronak Sadhwani from Nagpur just at age of 13 years became the 65th grandmaster. The title International Master is awarded to strong chess players. At 10 years, 9 months and 20 days, Abhimanyu Mishra became the youngest ever person to qualify for the IM title in 2019. The best chess player in the world is currently Magnus Carlsen. Born in Norway, he started playing chess at tender age of 5 years. Chess coverage has improved massively due to Chess-Base India, which has started covering major chess events in India and across the world. Chess has broken several barriers, whether class, language and culture. One of the most important and enduring lessons chess can offer is teaching respect. It is one of the most mentally challenging games in which two players from different corners of the world come together, sit down and simply play. Today, almost every state has one or more chess clubs to boost the game and the players, fans and admirers of this beautiful sport. Some of the major steps you can take to become a good chess player is start learning at an early age. Learn the value of pieces, read books about chess, join a chess club, find your style, enter a tournament, study your favorite grandmaster and practice like a champion. Every chess master was once a beginner. On this auspicious day, if you are a chess player, you can change somebody's life, be it kid or youth or your relative, by teaching him/her this beautiful game. आज एक शतरंज की बाजी हो जाए, इन प्यादों की पलटवार हो जाए, थोड़ी शय और मात हो जाए, कुछ नए दाव पेचों से मुलाकात हो जाए.
Educating the mind without educating the heart has no meaning. Let's teach kids that we are born to love. A tweet by Susanta Nanda, IFS.
The Kid Who Played Tricks. Once there was a mother goat who lived with her kid. The kid was naughty and was fond of playing outside the house. Fearing for his safety, the mother goat bought a small bell. "I am tying this bell around your neck. Ring it if you are in trouble," she said to her son. The kid was very happy with the bell. He thought it was a toy, so he rang the bell. His mother rushed out, thinking her son was in danger. The kid laughed and told his mother, "I was just playing, mother." The mother goat said angrily, "Ring the bell only if you're in danger." The next day, while the kid was playing outside, he again rang the bell. The mother goat once again rushed out. This time the kid told his mother, "I just wanted to hear the sound of the bell." The mother goat, who was busy with housework, shook her head angrily and went inside the house. A few minutes later, she heard the bell. Thinking her son was playing tricks on her again, the mother goat continued with her housework. Soon She heard the dog barking. She realized something was wrong. She ran out just in time to rescue her son from a fierce looking wolf. The wolf ran away, leaving the kid shivering with fright. From that day onwards, he never played tricks on his mother again. Moral of the story is follow the advice of your parents.
You are tuned to the General Overseas Service of All India Radio. We now bring you today's commentary. Prime Minister to UN Economic and Social Council, reformed multilateralism, only way forward. It is scripted by Ambassador Ashok Kumar Mukherjee, former permanent representative of India to the United Nations, and read by Kaushik Rai. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's online address to the high-level segment of the United Nations Economic and Social Council ECOSOC meeting was notable for outlining the emerging contours behind India's call for reformed multilateralism. Recalling that the United Nations emerged from the furies of the Second World War, the Prime Minister urged member states to use the current existential crisis posed by the COVID-19 pandemic to ensure the rebirth and reform of multilateralism. Mr. Modi's address highlighted the key role of Sustainable Developmental Goals (SDGs) in this context. The success of India, representing 1/6 of humanity in achieving her development objectives, would contribute significantly to the global achievement of the SDGs. This would require working together in the spirit of inclusive growth based on a whole of society people-centric paradigm which met the core SDG principles of leaving no one behind. The Indian Prime Minister highlighted how India's effective use of multi-stakeholder ground-based approach engaging her state and local government, civil society, communities and people to meet her national development goals had given impressive results. These included full sanitization coverage of India's 6 lakh villages, coverage of 500 million individuals in Ayushman Bharat, the world's largest health protection program, and the ongoing construction of 40 million new homes to ensure housing for all by 2022. 3 major sustainable development initiatives taken by India in recent years resonated in the Prime Minister's address. There were gender equality, the use of technology for development, and climate action. India's achievement in gender parity in elementary and secondary education had enhanced the empowerment of women. Nearly 70 million rural women were earning their livelihood through self-help groups, SHGs, while over 1 million women had been elected to local governments to lead the process of participatory development. India's innovative use of technology for financial inclusion combined the opening of about 400 million new bank accounts, including 220 million women with a unique identity number Aadhaar and a mobile connection. This has enabled direct benefit transfers of $150 billion to over 700 million persons, while ensuring 813 million citizens got the benefit of the world's largest food security program. The electrification of India's villages and supply of clean cooking fuel to 80 million households has reduced carbon emissions by 38 million tons annually. India's ambitious target to install 450 gigawatt of renewable energy, restore 26 million hectares of degraded land by 2030, and discourage the use of single-use plastic would enhance her ancient tradition of living in harmony with nature. The Prime Minister underscored the importance of international cooperation in achieving sustainable peace and prosperity through multilateralism. India would support other developing countries of the Global South to meet their SDG goals. India's initiatives for proposing and establishing an international solar alliance and international coalition for disaster resilience infrastructure, her assistance to over 150 countries, including in the SAARC region, to counter COVID-19, and her credentials as a white knight first responder to natural or man-made crisis illustrated India's specific contributions to meet this objective. In his address, Prime Minister Modi promised to use India's role as an elected member of the UN Security Council to fully support the United Nations agenda. Prime Minister Narendra Modi underlined that the challenges facing the international community required reformed multilateralism with a reformed United Nations at its center. The key to a reformed United Nations lies in reforming the UN Security Council to make it more effective and representative. SDG 16 specifically targets broadening and strengthening the participation of developing countries in institutions of global governance. Between the 75th anniversary of the United Nations this year and 2022, when India participates in the UN Security Council and chairs the G20, a unique window of opportunity exists to create what the Prime Minister called a new type of human-centric globalization. Leading this structural change will reflect how a self-reliant and resilient India, integrated with the global economy, can reform multilateralism to meet the aspirations of humanity. That was today's commentary. Prime Minister to UN Economic and Social Council, reformed multilateralism, only way forward. It was scripted by Ambassador Ashok Kumar Mukherjee, former permanent representative of India to the United Nations, and read by Kaushik Rai. This broadcast came to you from the General Overseas Service of All India Radio.
Living on the edge, the coastal lives.
Work hazards in the life of fishermen. The continuous increase in temperature, sea level rise, altered weather patterns, ocean currents, pollution and increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide has to be understood in keeping how coastal lives are constantly in danger and living on the edge, quite literally.
పూర్వంలా కాకుండా సముద్రం నీరు ఈ మధ్యలో బాగా మురికి పడిపోయి కాలుష్యంతో నిండిపోతుంది. ఎందువల్లంటే పరిశ్రమల నుండి విషవాయువులు.
We are facing difficulties as the water of the sea is getting polluted from the city, dhabas of the beach and waste from industries. Our health is getting affected because of all this. We are having skin problem and eyes also affected.
చాలా కష్టంగా ఉంది. కొన్నిసార్లు అయితే అసలు అటు వైపు కూడా వెళ్ళలేకపోతాము వాసనకి.
Analyzing the quality of life of artisanal fishermen is extremely important in light of the knowledge that there is a range of environmental and work-related conditions that impose serious health risks.
కొంచెము మోకాళ్ళు కొంచెం మండుతావు, ఎందుకంటే ఉప్పు నాసు అది మోకాలు మండుతాయి, ఎండిపోతాం కదా, ఆడిపోతుంది కదా.
During the bad weather, generally the fishermen feel the pain in the knees.
ఇక్కడ ఆడవాళ్ళకి ఏ ప్రాబ్లం ఉందంటే మోకాలు నొప్పులు, నడుము నొప్పి, ఇలాంటి ఆడవాళ్ళకి అయ్యే సమస్యలు ఎక్కువ ఉన్నాయి. కుటుంబం వారి ఆడవాళ్ళ మీదే ఎక్కువ పడుతుంది. ఎందుకంటే వ్యాపారం ఉండేటప్పుడు చేస్తున్నారు, లేనేటప్పుడు వాళ్ళు ఏం చేయాలో ఆలోచించారు.
I'm Nirmala from Kotta Jallaripeta. Women in our area majorly have knee and back pain, and they also are not having proper food because of mental stress they are facing due to instability of work conditions, which is making them even more weak.
బెంగ పెట్టేసుకుంటున్నారండి. ఆ బెంగ పెట్టుకోవడం వల్ల వాళ్ళకి మనోవ్యాధులు ఎక్కువైపోయి రోజు రోజుకి ఆడవాళ్ళు వీక్ అయిపోతున్నారు.
What is their health status due to the discharge of untreated pollutants into the sea water?
అదే మా ఏరియాలో ఎక్కువ మరి ఏంటంటే మురుకు కాలువ ఉంటాయి ఎక్కువ మంది. అంటే మురుకు వాడలో దీంట్లో ఉండడం వల్ల కొంచెం ఈ కాలువలకి దగ్గర ఉండడం, ఈ కాలువల వాసనకి దోమలు, ఈ దీని వల్ల కూడా ఎక్కువగా ఆరోగ్యాలు చిన్నపిల్లలని పెద్దవాళ్ళ వరకు కూడా.
We stay in a slum area where there are no proper sanitation facilities even after complaining our problem to municipalities, which is creating a mosquito breeding area. Due to mosquitoes, there is spread of malaria and dengue.
మళ్ళీ ఎండల కోసం అంటారు కదా మేడం, క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్ అవుతే బాగా మలేరియా, డెంగ్యూ బాగా చాలా ఎక్కువైపోతుంది. ఎందుకంటే నేను పడ్డాను కాబట్టి దసరా 15 నెలల దసరా అయింది మేడం, ఆ ముందుకే నా పాపకి డెంగ్యూ ఎఫెక్ట్ అయింది, 1 year పాప.
I'm Nukaraju from Chinna Jallaripeta. I'm a fisherman. Because of climate changes, malaria and dengue attacks are common in this area, and even my 1-year-old daughter was also affected with the dengue fever.
Is it a serious health hazard, and does it lead to frequent skin infections and digestive disorders, especially in pregnant women and children?
50 ఉంటుందా? మీకు ఎంతమంది పిల్లలండి? 6 సరే
పాప ఫస్ట్ చనిపోయింది. ఇప్పుడు 2 ఉన్నారండి, 5 ఉన్నారండి.
ఎందుకు ఎలా చనిపోయింది?
అదే ఇట్లా జ్వరం వచ్చిందండి, జ్వరం వచ్చి అది చనిపోయింది.
My name is T. Amaramma. I am a mother of 6 children. One of my daughters died because of lack of proper medication when she was attacked by fever.
అమెరికన్ హాస్పిటల్ కదా, హాస్పిటల్ తీసుకెళ్ళాలి. కాదు, ఎంత వయసు అమ్మాయికి?
అప్పుడు 11 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి జ్వరం వచ్చిందండి. జ్వరం వచ్చి మమ్మల్ని దీంట్లో చెవిలో చిన్నది నీళ్ళగా వచ్చేది. దానికి జాయిన్ చూపిస్తే జాయిన్ చేయమని.
My daughter was just 11-year-old. We even took her to the hospital, but we couldn't do anything. She passed away.
అక్కడ జాయిన్ చేశారు.
Let us know more from a passionate Dr. B.V.K. Rao, a doctor who has devoted 40 years of his life treating the ailments of the fisher folk.
Nowadays, pollution is a major problem in the city. No skin eruption, skin condition, and like psoriasis and volume of late eruption that due to ultraviolet rays also. Normally, most of the fisher folk children, they come for a deworming and they will get the worms in the intestine.
Do they face problems with impaired eyesight as a result of longer exposure to sunlight reflecting from the sea?
తర్వాత ఎండకి ఇప్పుడు మీరు చూడండి, పూట మొలగండి, ఒక 1 hour ఎండలో ఉండండి, కళ్ళు మండుతాయి. కళ్ళు మంటే మండుతాయి, పలచబడిపోతుంది, ముద్ర పడటం కానీ అయితే మనకి కళ్ళు కనపడదు. ఇందుకే నాకు కూడా సైట్ ఉంది. వేటకెళ్ళండి.
As the heat is increasing, the salt is creating itching in our eyes, and even the people who are not into fishing are getting affected by it. Even if you stand here for an hour, your eyes will start itching.
Do the declining fish catches and harder working conditions exacerbate alcoholism and tobacco among the men?
I've been practicing here from 1979 onwards, and then I worked in the Navy for 5 years as a medical officer. Previously, the fisher folk used to be very disciplined lot. They used to work very hard and used to very healthy lot. Nowadays, I've seen changing scenario, like every boy aged 10 years, 15 years started drinking vodka, pan, masala, all this. Consumption or alcohol, very major problem in the slum areas, fishermen.
The fishermen suffer from acute alcoholism, burning all their hard-earned income.
ఆ దీని ఎక్కువగా తాగుడికి బాధితైపోతున్నారు జనాలు. మగవాళ్ళు అయితే ఆడవాళ్ళ కుటుంబాన్ని ఈదుకునే పరిస్థితి అక్కడ ఉంది. కానీ ఆడవాళ్ళకి మెయిన్ ఈ కష్టపడి చిన్నపిల్ల అంటే మ్యారేజ్ అయ్యి ఒక 2 పిల్లలు పుట్టారు.
Men in our area are spending most of their income on alcohol, which is creating stress in families.
The women live in constant plight as their husbands spend all their earnings on liquor, and the family household lands up into the never-ending loans and debts.
ప్రెగ్నెంట్ లేడీస్ కడుపుతున్న ఆడవాళ్ళకైతే వాళ్ళకి తిండి సరిగా ఉండదండి. మాకు ఏరియాలోని ఆహారం ఇది కడుపుతున్న వాళ్ళు ఐరన్ ఫుడ్ తినాలి, ఈ పళ్ళు త్రాగాలి.
And the most affected people of this problem are pregnant ladies, because they are not able to take nutritious food which they should because of the financial and mental pressure created because of this problem.
Lives of the fishing community continue to survive in a pool of dangers, yet they choose to pursue their art with all the pride.
this is Dr. Shyamli Singh, working as an assistant professor with Indian Institute of Public Administration. As far as the mental and physical health of the fisher folk and their kids are concerned, if you have been living in a prosperous family, you've been getting a good catch of the fish, and all of a sudden, due to n number of factors, if that bounty is not coming to your house, definitely it will add to a lot of causes of anxiety and pressure, both from the inside and the outside world, because we are all social animals and we are seeing others progressing. So we do feel very depressed that why we are not progressing. So that might be a reason for all the depression and ill health and cause.
A life without perils isn't a life lived at all.
I am Kakani Nageshwara Rao, Professor Emeritus, Department of Geoengineering, Andhra University, Visakhapatnam. Previously, they were not known for heart attacks, BP, sugar, the liver problems, the cancers were not there. Now they are all suffering from all these things.
Vizag needs to guard its coasts from the silent threats of climate change so as to survive the menaces and lead an impactful life capable of bringing about a change through resilience and strategies. Now is the time for us to pivot from simply chronicling the stories to actually looking for prospective way outs for the betterment of the fishing community. Why should the fishermen bear the brunt of the ecological imbalance alone, while it is a felony on all of us?
My name is Radhika Sri Paravastu, Masters in Sustainability Management, Columbia University. So the fishermen have a lot of health impacts. After a certain age, let's say 40 or 30, their vision decreases. So they're not able to fish that frequently, or so that reduces their income. Second thing is that a lot of them risk their lives when they go. Some of them are drowned, or some of them catch these different diseases, or they fall sick because of being on sea during cyclones, or when there's a weather change. They are the ones who are directly affected.
Mother Nature needs us to shield the coastal lives living on the edge, who are most vulnerable, as all lives matter and all of us are together in this. It is high time that we put our deeds over needs. In the last episode of Living on the Edge, the Coastal Lives, we focus on the way forward for the fisher folk.
Listen to a beautiful number in the voice of Nasir Abdullah, actor and model.
La 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 la. Dance me to your beauty with a burning violin. Dance me through the panic till I'm gathered safely in. Lift me like an olive branch and be my homeward dove, and dance me to the end of love. Yeah, dance me to the end of love. Oh, let me see your beauty when the witnesses are gone. Let me feel you moving like they do in Babylon. Show me slowly what I only know the limits of, and dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the wedding now and dance me on and on. Dance me very tenderly and dance me very long. We're both of us beneath our love, we're both of us above. And dance me to the end of love. And dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the children who are asking to be born. Dance me through the curtains that our kisses have outworn. Raise a tent of shelter now, though every thread is torn. And dance me to the end of love. Yeah, dance me to the end of love. La 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 la. Dance me to your beauty with a burning violin. Dance me through the panic till I'm gathered safely in. Touch me with your naked hand or touch me with your glove and dance me to the end of love. And dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love.